this. Okay. Sorry if anyone is in chat, just getting all the links and things posted for everything. And then we'll go from there in just a minute. So, yeah, while I'm waiting on people, I'm gonna go pull up some. We'll see how some of the other teams might have done against the secret round of the boss rush, since that is now done. So let's see. Derpad. Cross. Which one did I put on? Yeah. Let's fix that. That was my bad. That would have gotten fixed then. I'll put him in costume for Super Saiyan 2 and Goku. You want bargain and then Rayleigh. That's right. Kid Trunks. Let's see. Action Serious. And then Mid Goku. And then Squee Go 1 and 2. And just to make things a little different. Oh, hi. I mean, it was an option, but you know, for the most part, no one, even I didn't really mess with that because it's just a little bit of a pain door. So, but yeah, all right, let's see. So we'll do a couple of these real quick, or at least one of these while we're waiting on people, and then we'll get started with the real stuff. And we're not gonna run this at double speed. So, but yeah, happy Christmas Eve, everybody. Wait a minute, I did the wrong thing. Again. It's... Piff goes first, then Squee. There we go. How is everybody today? Hey, Brigand. Oh, there goes Trap Shooter. Yeah, Piff was such a troll for requesting that Trap Shooter do ult levels of damage. And then also asking for each of the shots to be bigger. So each of those little shots in the Trap Shooter is 3 times bigger than normal. Which makes it very hard to dodge a lot of times. Hey, Armed. Yeah, we're gonna do this one first. and then we'll talk about some of the exciting things we're going to be doing. Yeah. Is the music too loud, or can y'all... well, actually, let me make sure the music is playing. Yes, the music should be playing. Cool. Oh, Dirty Burst. Let's see. Well, yes, he actually gets it off. Frost doing a really good job. Good on him. But he goes down. And Piff takes out the first contestant. Let's see. Will he actually throw a B2? He has been very... Oh, there you go. Wrong B2, though. Ironically enough. Nice. Very nice. Armed. Yeah. Let's see. Can we... Yeah. I don't know what it is. Piff's avatar has just not wanted to do B2 or trap shooters, which was like the biggest thing that made this kind of nuts. But I say that as he has deleted Goku. Ha! That's a fun tradition. Yeah. We do we do something similar where we just do white elephants, and there's always like a gift that is like just like clearly worse than others. So yeah, let's see. Piff's character has only gone down 3.5 bars, taking out 2 characters. Oh, wrong choice. That's not going to do anything. But ooh, Aurelie already doing quite a bit. There goes the ping. Yep. We need some trap shooters. There we go. Whew. 25K. And there goes the present bomb. In comes Kid Trunks. Kid Trunks is such a menace. Yeah. Oh, Kid Trunks might knock out. Yep. Oh, look at how little damage that did. And there goes another champion style. Oh no. Oh, at least Kid Trunks managed to dodge most of that. Yeah. And he tags. Oh no. He was so close to being knocked out. In comes Squee with the rusty knife. In comes Mid Goku. But let's see, can Mid Goku bring this back for East Kai? Should have brought in Goten for that, bros. I mean, at this rate, might have, but I mean, Kid Trunks usually does well. Good job, Mid Goku. That Guru's head pat coming in handy. Look at you. Mid Goku, yeah. I don't know what it is. Squee and Piff just haven't wanted to throw out a ton of B2s, but when they do, they've also done a ton of B1s. Squee, there you go. Dodge the B2, don't fly into the shiny. And a clash. Oh. I'm trying to remember. Giving back. Yep, there's... I'm trying to remember what... Oh, yeah, that's right. Did the... Squee summons Piff for his ult. And there goes East Kai. Alrighty. Well, we will go ahead and get into the main announcement as I set up for West Kai doing this. Let's see, I saw a comment. Good. The Santa Slayer. I'm looking forward to the Santa Slayer. I think you guys will have a ton of fun with that because it's just so different with the costumes of Santa doing different based off of whether you've been naughty or nice. Okay. And Android 13. And then Majin Buu. But yeah, so we've got a few big announcements for the BT3 side of things as we wind this down. First up is clearly we do have the Santa Slayer this weekend. If you're interested in that, make sure to have your teams submit a build. That will be a good time. Another really laid back stream for this that I think everyone will enjoy. But beyond that, we are going to be releasing both this ISO that you're seeing with all the staff characters on it. We are going to be releasing every year of BT3 League that we have done in this era. So 2020 season, where we were just getting started and didn't have many changes. It was just kind of very vanilla. To each year, as we have progressively added more and more characters, all of those ISOs will be made available. Now, I want to give a caution because I know some people, in their hesitance to move to Sparking 0, oh, we have a Devil Might Beam. Okay, that's weird. I know some people, they feel uncertain about the move to Sparking 0, and they want to stay with what is familiar. I'm just going to go ahead and say, look, here is the reality. If you want DBZ League to continue, you need to support the Sparking 0 League. The community we have is not big enough to do both. Even now, we do see some struggle to support, even just within DBZ League, both the main season and the Tournament of Power. That was one of the reasons we didn't really have Tournament of Power this past year. Just getting people to consistently participate is hard. And so, for those of you who are like, yay, we have the ISO, let's go spin up our own thing, just don't. That is not going to do well. You will not pull, you might pull a few people. To get a couple teams going, but you're not going to get everybody, and it's just not going to work, and it's going to do nothing but hurt the main successor in this era. The point of us releasing everything is for you guys to have fun, to just kind of appreciate all the work we've been doing over the years, and to make sure that we don't lose that work. On top of that, I'm also going to be releasing all the mods from our GitHub repository, so that anyone who wants to look and just get the mods directly, they can do that. I still need to check in some things that I've been working on, but other than that, I should be good to go. Yeah, and Dor, you technically did do the order backwards, but don't feel bad, because in my rush to do stuff, I completely forgot to tell you which order to do it in, and you had no way of knowing. So, and realistically, I don't think it would have changed much, because with as much as Squee and Piff's avatars were doing their B1s, I don't think it would have changed. And yeah, to your point, Bandit, growing in general has been difficult for a long time. Like, a lot of this is just, you know, releasing the mods we've been doing, letting people enjoy it on their own, and making sure that, like, you know, even if our Google Drive goes down, you know, just because Google deletes the account or something at some point in the future, that nothing happens, and other people can pick up with it in the future. So yeah. And then on top of this, like, just to keep up with the fun things, and I'll jump to this after we're done with these matches, I have been working a little bit on a draft of, like, okay, here's what 2025 went, like, what's some spit and polish I would have liked to have gotten to if I'd been able to do full testing earlier, and what might a 2026 ISO have looked like. I've already told some of the coaches I'm gonna do I've already told the coaches that I'm going to do at least one last set of renames for everybody, just to let, you know, one last set of jokes. And, you know, I'm not going to, you know, since it is for just you guys to have fun, not really going to worry about if it's on, you know, it can be for a character on your team or for an FA locked character. Just because, you know, it's last year. Like, this last one, this is much more for fun. We can be a little more lax on things. So, yeah, and to Arm's point, like, we lost 3 of the most popular seasons of the old era league, because of TGN. We don't want to lose. We want to lose as little as possible. And having everything just on my computer or on one account that gets forgotten about is just a recipe for it to get deleted and lost. And so the way to kind of, you know, to kind of use the parlance of the year, the way to stop killing DBZ League is to make sure everybody who wants to have access to it has access to it. And so, like, that's the idea behind releasing this. And if, like, there was a favorite season you want to run with, go for it. And so that's the big thing that we're gonna just talk about today. As I said, like, I want to reiterate, like, if you really want to support us as we move forward, the way to do that is sparking 0. You know, that's to participate in some of the side events that they come up with. That's, you know, just to go that direction. Oh, we get to see Piff get summoned. Yeah, like, so do the side events, you know, sign up for a new team. You know, if there's not one that you're super on board with, but maybe it's really close, hey, go for it, give it a shot. Like, help make the teams into something you think would be fun. Learn the new meta. Like, it's going to be a new era for everybody, and I think it will be really good. So, but yeah, any questions from chat at this point? Oh, and down goes West Kai after quite an admirable attempt. I thought after while Piff's character was out, like, he was kind of trashing them, but they brought it back pretty close. And then I'm gonna. And then Chi-Chi. And then Rilda. And Cell. So the question from the chat was, what is the team I want to support? I'm looking at Creations and Primal. Those are kind of the two that are calling out to me at the moment, but I'm going to wait and see what the final helps if I'm not running this at 2x speed. I'm going to wait and see what the final roster looks like. Androids are still like near and dear to my heart, so creations is kind of what I've been thinking about the most. But we'll see. So I'm looking forward to being just a regular supporter again. It has been quite a while. In comes Khalifa. Ooh. Ooh. 23K for a trap shooter is just diabolical. I love it. Yeah, I do like that. There's one thing I do. I've got a couple custom ISOs I still need to build. Like one of them is kind of like what I would do, like if everything was just up to me. Is kind of the way I would do it. Like it would never be like an official DBZ thing, but DBZ League thing. But like, what would have happened if Mal was given full control over all the new characters? Kaio, you would say that. But like it would have looked very different. Like I would have done all the Shadow Dragons that I could. I probably would have done, you know, some more of the Xenoverse characters. A second Hulk from Chi-Chi, nice. That's not gonna hit. Yeah, you did so much armed. You take a break. Just be a regular supporter. Like, is that like, and you know, hopefully, you know, that's another thing. Like, you know, talking about like a lot of people who've been here, who've been coaches, for a while. They've done it for a long time, and so many people are burned out. Like, we need Sparking Zero to kind of help see if we can get some new blood in the league. That new blood is what can help find replacements. Like, and you know, personally, since this era is done, like I probably would have like, if it wasn't for the fact that I've been able to do a lot of the fun stuff like event creation, what else? Like some of the more event-oriented stuff and learning stuff like modding and photo editing this year, because I've also done, commentators too are burnt out. You know, that's why we have so many. Like I would have burned out a long time ago if I wasn't able to do fun stuff like the events and modding and learning new stuff like some of the photo and video editing and things like that. And so, like, we need something to help attract new people. Oof. Yeah, Chi-Chi did great. I'm wondering if South Kai might be able to pull this off. It's going to be close if Chi-Chi keeps up this performance, because I think, yeah, there's still General Rildo to go. Vegeta, or Squeak, giving back all the energy, and down goes Chi-Chi. In comes General Rildo. I mean, this is going to be close. Rildo is a tough cookie. Squeak, you don't need to take all the energy. Just use the energy you have. But yeah, man. Go, Squeak. Do it. I will say, if anyone is in touch with Carrick, he's the one who gave me the inspiration for what ended up becoming the Santa Slayer. Oh, and there goes the rusty knife, and Squee with the rusty knife takes the victory over South Kai. So, yeah, before it was... Okay, Planet, give me your stupid energy. I mean, Arm, that's pretty much exactly what it was. But yeah, so just to give y'all a quick overview of this ISO, I'll be only releasing these ISOs in the Discord, which is the perfect time. If you have been following us for a while, and you're interested in what we're doing, join our Discord. I will not be releasing the links to this on YouTube, only in our Discord. So you'll if you want to download DBZ League and keep it alive in your memories, join our Discord. But yeah, so in our roster, I set up the place where we normally keep our free agents to have all the staff characters, or all the unpicked free agents has all our staff characters. It would have been a little more work than I was able to do to replace all the small pictures for characters on the roster, but I pretty much got all the other images done. But like you can see, I updated pictures for pretty much everyone I could. So, and we've got plenty of options for you to choose from. I got 18, or let's see, so there's 7, 14, 18 staff members for you to play against or as. So I think you guys will have a ton of fun with that. Like we already saw 19 and or Donut and Buzz's character had built-in power body. You have the crazy amounts of supernovas from XMAT, and then you have other characters like it says Squee, Piff, Hey Ryan, Let's Play. You know, my character, just all sorts of fun stuff to work around. We even have Burn from the old league as well. All of these characters were made in conjunction with feedback from those people. So like I actually went and talked to Squee and Piff to get these characters made for everybody. Yeah. So, and then let me see. Alright, now I'm going to switch over because I don't know how OBS would respond. We're going to transition back to some of the fun things I've kind of messed around with to give next, you know, if we had done a 2026, what the spit and polish on this might have looked like. So one of the things, of course, is always new costumes. And of course, you know, didn't think about it till too late, but of course, we gave Mecha Frieza the black Frieza costume to match the golden Frieza. Costume that we had earlier added. Let's see. Let me look at my list. And then so oh yeah, Beerus. Got a new costume. he got Bibis, when Hercule was telling everybody how he saved the world in Dragon Ball Super. So yeah. Ooh, didn't realize I was doing that, but yeah, this is just a draft, so some of the same quality checks we've done in the past haven't really been done. Well, I'll show you another example. Costume for Broly for Super Saiyan, not legendary Super Saiyan was Super Saiyan 4. But to kind of give him more differentiation, the regular Super Saiyan was turned into God Broly. You know, still a couple little things to work out with this costume. You'll see it right there. The face is messed up during the transformation. That might get fixed depending on how quickly coaches get back to me about move renames, or if they don't want any. You know, and as always, many of them, you know, the kind of the biggest thing is a lot of these just don't have damaged costumes. With Gogeta, we did the obvious ones, added regular and Super Saiyan Blue. There we go.
Okay, time to finish this.
Yep. Yeah, so just adding some things. Super Saiyan 3 Raditz, that is a good joke. No, we won't. In honor of Buzz, we will not give Raditz any love or appreciation. Let's see. Yes, Herc. Herc has also been given some new costumes. Ugh.
Are you ready?
From a narrative perspective, I tend to prefer the fusion dance. Armed from and that's only because in Buu Saga, the way the Pataras were introduced just felt so like Deus Ex Machina that I did not like it. I don't like it now. Like, as a kid, I thought it was awesome. Narratively, I thought it was better, and the power-up that came with it was way more earned. I like the Vegito character better than Gogeta, though. Like, kind of like you said, like it looks a little more like the actual fusion of the characters rather than like the magic that gives them the vest. Yeah. So we got similar to Beavis, we do have Hercule's costume in Super when he saved the world from Beavis. Yeah. So, and then yeah, I mean, Buu Arc, you could just tell Toriyama was having fun and he did not care about some things. Like, he was there to have fun. Yeah, which I get. Like, it is definitely a thing, like when you know the end is in sight and you want to go out with a bang, there are something, it is very easy to let other things go down the drain. And here's GT Hercule. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Did I do Majin Buu? I might not have done this one, but let me check and see. I have not set up the ISO for that one. Mecha, Roshi, and Videl are left. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot he was starting to bald at the end of Z. Yep. Then we have Videl's dress or costume from Battle of Gods. Pretty sure either Battle of Gods or Super. Definitely in Super. There you go. That's for Kaio. Yeah, there's one more for Majin Buu. I didn't set up that. I missed setting it up for the costume and the roster. So that will probably just be a surprise for y'all when y'all get the ISO probably in the next week or two.
Are you ready?
And then here's the, when Roshi gets possessed,
Okay, time to finish this.
whatever her name was in Super, turns blue with the tag on his face. And then let's see, I think that's all the costumes. There are some balance changes. I'll just go over them real quick. Oh, probably the other big fix is I fixed some of the transformation data in the roster.
Here you can view information on Goku.
I also went through and fixed the character reference so that all the characters can be seen in here. Which is nice. It's a nice little quality of life thing for other things. Armed, when you say you disliked the vibrant, bright colors, do you mean like the do you mean like in the special, like where they had Abo and Cabo in there? I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Look, I can show you. Look, I can show you with this computer.
Ha, that's funny.
Look, I can show you with this computer.
How does that one do? Okay, that one does better.
Look, I can show.
Still need to fix that to save Vegeta Jr.
Look, I can show you with this computer.
Yeah, so this was one of the other fixes I did, so it's a little easier to navigate and see who all's there. Now, in terms of balance changes, just gonna run them off real quick. Bergamo's B1 stocks were increased to 6. In large measure, his were capped down low because we hadn't made a final decision on the savior rule. With Chilled, his damage was for his volley was buffed to 6,200. I had just missed that his volley fell outside the ranges that I set for damage and key cost. Gamma kind of got a full rebalancing. His defense negative was taken away, but his CR passive charge rate was reduced a bit. Goku Black, his 2-bar black energy ball was taken away. and it was made a 3-bar, but its damage was buffed back up to what it was. Same with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I'll go ahead and say that. Super Saiyan Rose Goku was also buffed a bit. I believe I just increased his damage a bit. One of the more off-the-wall changes done as a buff was for Goku. Okay, I see what you mean, armed. Goku, I buffed his critical attack rush to be unblockable,
Are you ready?
and his trick beam is now a lot faster. So that should help it hit a little bit better. Because I think it got buffed by 50, the speed got buffed by about 50%. Another fun one is for hit, to make him a little more unique. Where is he? There we go. He got a little bit of a melee buff, not much of one,
Ready?
but that's because when he does a fully charged
Okay, time to finish
strike, he stuns the character instead of knocking them back. So that makes him a little more unique there, similar to Frost. In that way, not quite as obnoxious as Frost was, but he's also not intended to be a super strong. You know, he was not intended to be a ringer like Frost was for Derp. Also buffed up MUI Goku's charge rate a little bit. He got, you know, originally he was set to have no, he does not have Hair Bandit. He had his charge rate matched to Super Saiyan 3 Goku's. It's now buffed a little bit just because a lot of people were having trouble. I also undid some of the nerfing to his melee for the same reason. So his floor should be a little bit better than it was. He also got, I think I also buffed his B1 stocks. I'd have to double check. But yeah. So he got a little bit of a buff. Naze, I buffed up his volley damage from 5,000 to 5,500. Kind of just bringing him in line with other people to make him a little less weak. Are
you ready? Fight!
Oh, wrong one. Yeah, Super Energy Wave Volley now does 5,500. Okay, did I not import him? Okay, maybe I didn't. Yeah, when the final release is done, he will be doing 5,500 with that volley. Let's see, Orange Piccolo by popular request, the special beam cannon will now penetrate everything like the regular one did. Rage Shenron, the Kamehameha ball is a little bit smaller. No, Rage Shenron did not get the buff of becoming unbeatable. Hello, K George. We're chit-chatting just about some of a gift ISO I am making for the league. The Kamehameha ball is a little bit smaller. It's hard to tell on this just because it's like 10% smaller, and it was kind of big anyway. Rildo, some of his melee damage was toned down a little, and then his ult was made stronger, but his rush B2 was made a little bit weaker. So this is a custom K George. We use a custom mod that we ourselves have kind of built together over the years. We have a ton of mods. I'll be making our GitHub repository public later today, and that link will be in our description of the video. So SS3 Vegeta, I already mentioned. Tapion, unfortunately for Kaiju, I did fix Costume 3 Tapion. He should now match his other costumes. Whis, I made his melee naturally break power body. Again, just to kind of make him, that was an intentional decision early on to make him not lore accurate. This decision was made to make him a little more lore accurate, but a lot of it just boiled down to Whis was not intended to be super strong, and so we didn't really want him to be super strong at the time.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I knew what you meant, K George. We didn't use BT4 because it would have restricted us from doing a lot of our own modding. And so, but yeah, like, but yeah.
I'll do my best. Well, try dodging this.
Yeah, I still love. I want to shout out Geom for doing this wonderful little animation for Whis, because it just looks so smooth. Yeah, and then Zamasu, I believe we made his Scatter Finger Beam 2-bar. Trying to remember if I have imported that yet into the ISO. I know I need to do Nazes. But yeah, those are kind of the balance changes that I made. I haven't tested them, so I don't know how good they are. I don't know how much of a change. This is meant for fun, just kind of based off my own testing in the past to better balance things from what I saw. So yeah. Not sure why social is not working. One of us will probably take a look at that later. Yeah, K George 4, let me send you. There you go. I was gonna say. I was gonna post a link for you so you could come join. But yeah, I think that's about everything I wanted to cover. If there is something that I'll give you guys in chat couple minutes to any requests for clarification on things, anything else y'all want me to talk about before I head out. Yeah, let me. Let me find Royals. Yeah, just so y'all can see that the annoying thing was fixed, you know, with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Yeah, see it for the Santa event. Don't forget, guys, this weekend we will be doing the Santa Slayer. I hope you enjoy the pun, or in my case now, dad joke. So for K George, the Discord is where we run our league from. We do. We run AI versus AI. Up until now, it has been on Tenkaichi 3. We are moving to Sparking 0 next year. We make use of a lot of mods for our BT3 stuff. But yeah, like if you just want to join us, chit chat about Dragon Ball stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. Modded character. So yeah, that's a good question, Vast. We had a ton. A lot of times, we did not do certain modded characters simply because they didn't have voice lines. Like I wanted to do Oceanus Shenron instead of Rage, and that did not happen because back in July of last year, they Dragon Ball Legends, I think it was, released voice lines for Rage Shenron. And on that note, probably within the next few weeks, I will release, not on the League ISO thing, but like I will release my own version of like kind of like the best way to put it is like a director's cut or Pokemon version of DBZ League, where it's just a completely different set of characters. Um, kind of like if I had been given free reign to do things the way I wanted to, what would things have looked like? It will probably have less polish than a regular DBZ League ISO does, just because like I don't have to care about doing damaged characters. I just have to make sure that it runs right. But like Oceanus was a big one. I think Kakunsa was actually another character we looked at that did not make the cut for the same reason. And true story, we actually started when we commissioned Vross to add character slots. We started with 24, or either 20 or something, 20 or 24 or 25, and we actually asked them to expand it to 35, just so we could kind of fit in more characters. But we also looked at Tiancha at one point. I don't remember why we didn't go with Tiancha, probably for the voice line thing. And we could get Go Cool kind of working. I don't remember the details on that, but let me look at my like. Let me share. Let me switch to uh my feed so you can kind of see. Uh, uh, There we go. So like here is my folder from last year where you can see I had a ton of stuff that we looked at. Like Magetta was one I really wanted. And you can also see here's some of the character assets that we had saved at one point. For here's the balance changes I did. And here's even more character like versions of work I had to do, like just kind of insane amounts. Universe 6 Saiyans from JSN mods. Here's all the work where I had to store everything when it was clear we wouldn't get the ISO in time, and we had to start getting the ISO that we were testing with, where we had that first add drop period. And you guys let me know which characters y'all would want to test with first, and I had to do that craziness. Let's see, but there was Magetta. I think we actually did look at trying to do Pui Pui at one point, and we just couldn't make it work. Let's see. John Roldo, Kakunsa, Ribrianne. Which one was this? I think we also looked at Adult Gotenks. Shallot. Those were costumes. I don't remember what Yakcon was for. That might have been someone we looked at and just immediately discarded. But yeah. Yeah, there were a ton. And I mean, I think there were others that we didn't even try to do just because of either other limitations or K. George, I do not know. I'm stepping down from running things, so but that if you join our Discord, you can ask the people who are staying on to run Sparking Zero if that is something they're interested in. I believe for the first season we are. Oh, cool. Sorry, I'm not looking at the Discord right now, so I didn't see. My apologies. I believe for the first season, they want to keep it fairly vanilla to Sparking Zero, just as we're getting our feet wet with it to kind of learn what's possible, what is good, how things work, and all that. So I imagine over time that as we learn how to install mods and get that coordinated along with everybody, either crossover mods will happen at least for events, but I cannot speak to that 100%. Like I know, like when I do my own spin, like one of my favorite mods that's ever been done for BT3 was War Greymon, and that's just because like I was a huge Digimon fan as a kid. And so like my version that I'll have in the Discord at some point will probably have War Greymon on there. So, but yeah. Anything else, guys? This has been a good stream. Oh, I forgot to restart the music. My bad, guys. Oh, nice. That's good to know. Yeah. Let me. As one last thing, I will show that the Goku Black got his. Let me do costume 1 just to make sure. Because knowing me, I might have missed costume 2 or 3.
Are you ready?
Yep. Black Power Ball now does a lot less damage. Wait, what? Did I? Oh, I probably just didn't wait for B1 stocks. Okay. That. I messed up. It was not OP by itself, but because it was a 2-bar, it became very oppressive in AI versus AI because it's a fairly large full power energy ball, and it just made it difficult to because he could passively charge those 2 bars. He just spammed it all the time, and it hurt bad. So yeah, but Goku Black, Super Saiyan Rose got a little bit of a buff to make him a little better in comparison to base form. So yeah, so yeah, especially in, I don't know how it is in Sparking Zero. In BT3, we found that being able to passively charge to throwing out a given B2 makes it a lot easier to throw out, and that's what makes some characters so good. Yep. But yeah, but awesome. Okay, George, I hope you can find us over on YouTube, catch up on some of the stuff we've been doing. We've got a bunch of videos dedicated to BT3 modding. From introducing you to how to use some of the tools to showcasing all the mods we've done over the years. I'll probably do a few more videos to kind of showcase like what the 2026 mods would have been. And if there's anything else you guys are interested in, feel free to ask in the Discord or in the comments. I will see you guys on Sunday with the Santa Slayer. Hopefully the dad pun does not annoy y'all too much. Till then, I've been Malachi. Merry Christmas to everybody, and we'll see you next time. Later.